Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, day after last video, October 14th, and I just got off from work, 11:30 right now, and I'm late. They've been chopping for a little while. It looks like they got, fix that. They got about 3 or 4 loads already on the pile, and they don't have a packing tractor, so I'm gonna, Sean's just using the loader right now, so I'm gonna go ahead, hop in the Steiger, get my butt over there so I can start packing or keep packing and go from there. Packing tractor. I'm a packer. Does that mean I have to like the Packers? Ugh. Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Mine was terrible with me not inside. Don't worry, I'm not quitting my day job. Cold start. Guess who's back again? On his bike. Tell a friend. Love driving this beast. The only kind of downside is it's pretty jerky. So like if you're not smooth when you're steering, you can get bounced out of the seat. But it's got a lot of power, it's got a lot of weight, does everything I could ever ask it for. So they're just about done chopping. They just got a couple end rows left. There's Brian, it looks like. There's Pat and then Sean's dad, 190. Brian's just in the 340. Sean's up there in the loader. That cement wall is about 15 feet tall, and that tractor is up there a ways. Now he's just dumping out the wagon. You typically have to dump the wagon out on the level, because if you don't, you'll have a little bit that gets hung up because the slats are only like this big and the piles are like a foot towards the end, so you got to dump it out on the level. Man, I don't know why I didn't do this yesterday. I just have you guys sitting up on one of our mounts. So Brian's dumping right now on the pile. I'm behind because I haven't been packing for 4 loads now. So I'm trying to get everything packed while they're still dumping. And I think we're gonna fit all this on there. Pat's probably only has another 1 more load left, that's it. And this thing will all be on. The silage bag will be full. It took about 25 acres. That's it. And we are just about done. As far as silage goes, we'll make a couple bags of earlage. Like I said, I mentioned before, guys, but I don't know if I actually answered the question. We're not using that other pit to the north here, mainly because it is bad to the point where it's almost unusable. Our farm is riddled with springs, which is a good thing, but it's also bad for concrete because concrete doesn't like the expansion that water brings, especially when it freezes. So it's been 25 years since that pit was done, I believe, and the concrete just got broken up completely. So we got to redo that. So we're not going to fill it this year, just do a couple extra bags in place of that, and then redo that this next summer I should say. So Brian's heading up there probably to get, nope, we're done. So Brian will be done. We're gonna put 1 more load on this and call her a day, or at least call her a pile. They are done. So Brian's gonna empty out his wagon. Pat's done with that field, so he's moving over, gonna unhook the box and get ready to move on to the next job. And Sean's dad is coming over here with the last load. Brian's just gonna empty his wagon. I got a lot of packing, dude. A lot of this material is loose, so we really gotta pack it down. So it looks like Pat's gonna do 3 more loads down at his place just to try and open things up. So that's where those three are heading down there. Sean and I are gonna stick around here, finish up this pile, and get ready for those last 3 loads and call it good for silage 19. Got it. I'm gonna guess ballpark 75 loads in here. Feeding 750 fat cattle takes a lot of feed to do. How I'm driving this is I'm basically just inching across, going a foot over at a time, and I'm trying to line up the center of that 3-point tallest thing right there. I'm trying to line that up with about a foot over where I just drove through the center. That basically compacts everything. That way I get 2 passes through every single foot on that pile. You can kind of see the left I already did, but the right I haven't done yet because it's still uneven. So I'm just working my way across the pile. It's actually finishing pretty well. It packs pretty good right now. Just finished up with the pile. For now, we got 3 more loads to put in. So we're just waiting on that. I think I see 1 load coming in right now, so I'm just gonna put fuel in. So Sean's dad has just came back with the first load. He's gonna dump it while I'm fueling up right now. Then he's gonna deadhead back, go get that other wagon, then we're gonna be good. Back and forth. Really high in the air, guys. Like very high. When I was going right along the cement, I actually accidentally got half my outside dual off the pad. That was sketchy as hell because I started feeling myself slide downward. I was like, oh gosh, oh gosh. Once the pile is up so high, it's definitely not as easy as it was when it was just lower. It's got a nice steep incline to get up there, and then I have to worry about a 15 to 20 foot drop to my left. Dumping the last load right now. I got the pile pretty well smoothed out, so we're packed down. Sean has it smoothed out. Sean will smooth out this last load. I'll help his dad clean out his wagon. What we'll do is he'll clean out the floor, then I'll hook up the PTO, dump the stuff out the side, and the wagon will be cleaned out. And then after that, Sean will have everything leveled off. I'll pack it down one more time and call it good. Last load of silage on the pile. Now we're just cleaning it up. Calling it good. Lay done. So just finished the pile. Squeak! Just finished the pile. I forgot to get a GoPro video of it, but I kind of took a picture. So I'll throw that up there right now. So now I'm just gonna go park this thing and go eat because we hungry. Just finished up with some grub. Here's the plan. Pat and I are gonna go custom chop at Sean's place, the guy who was helping us out in the loader. He's got 350 dairy, 200 head of fat cattle, so we're gonna go chop at his place now. I'm probably gonna run the chopper truck for the rest of the day so Brian can do chores and work on some equipment. We're gonna sharpen the knives right now at the chopper, and I'm gonna go get the chopper truck, check the oil, and start looking that over, bring it over here, make sure everything runs, familiarize myself with it. I've never ran the chopper truck before, so it's gonna be interesting. There's the crew. 190 Maxim, 340 Magnum, Sterling chopper truck, all with 20-foot boxes. Well, this one's gone because they already took 2 boxes over to Banowitz. Let's check the oil and everything, stick the computer, my backpack in here, and let's get this thing ready to roll. Alrighty, in the chopper truck right now. First time ever driving this thing actually. Well, I've moved it a little bit, but never actually driven it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go fill this thing up. Very smooth shifting. Fill this thing up and try to figure out how to use it. Just a simple Sterling truck, nothing to it. But you don't want them complicated. I mean, it's just a chopper truck. Chopper truck's all fueled up. Let's go see what they're doing. Stone that goes back and forth and grinds on it. Grinds with the knives and sharpens them up. Chopper truck's low on coolant, so I'm going to throw some coolant in it at it. Also have a feeling that this filter is very, very dirty. Let's take it out and see. Actually not too bad, but I'm still going to blow it out. Just got the antifreeze dumped in. Now time to blow out that filter. Pat and Brian just got done sharpening the knives. They're gonna move some equipment around. Then Pat and I are gonna take off. Brian's gonna do chores. Turn it off, turn it back on. So we're having trouble with the stone door sticking. So Pat's gonna basically get rid of the pry bar and kick it open when I hit the timer. Look at the old wrinkly one with sunspots and fades on it. Just look at that. Look at that nice one. Still love you, 190. You're a good tractor. Shh, I don't want to anger it. So I had a couple guys ask me, why do we have wagons? Why don't we have trailers on our forage boxes? Well, 2 reasons. One, when we're unhooking, we don't have to mess with the jack whatsoever, and that is really nice. And then with the non-trailers, it'd be a lot harder for the chopper to be able to pull it. With this one, like I said, you just unhook. I unhooked that in about 30 seconds. Well, if you had a wagon, you'd have to lower the jack and be a massive pain in the butt. Convoy moving out. Let's go that way. All right, let's roll out. Nathan likes oldies. And we're off, except I forgot to grab the other GoPro. So I need to run back and grab that. I don't think I've ever got him an unfolding of the head, but it takes like 10 seconds. Doesn't take much whatsoever. It's a pretty hilly field. See if the old truck can handle her. Alrighty guys, here we go. First of a couple of voiceovers I got in this video. But first off guys, I just want to say thank you so much to my new subscribers. For those of you guys who are here from Brian's Farming Videos, thank you guys so very, very much for joining. A little bit about ourselves. We are a grain and cattle farm out of East Central Iowa. We farm about 750 feeder cattle and about 75 cow-calf pairs, along with 2,500 acres of row crops and hay. So right here we also have a custom chopping business, and this is what we are doing. We are custom chopping kind of forage for our neighbor. As you guys kind of just saw there, I just got stuck going up that hill. But this is the first time I really used the time-lapse feature of this GoPro Hero 5. I know it's kind of sad, first time I've ever done that, but you know what? Honestly, it was actually this actually worked out pretty well. I'm driving the chopper truck, as you guys saw. We're unloading in their pit. This chopper truck unloads extremely fast. And we're off and running. Took about, I don't know, 30 seconds for me getting here for us to start. Time is money this time of year. Not too bad. It's my first time ever chopping in the chopper truck, so this will be kind of fun. It's a nice hilly field to start out in, but hey, what do you do? There are some hills here. This is like one of our hillier farms. Whew. I am climbing one heck of a hill right now, and I'm honestly surprised I'm crawling up it, but I'm doing it. So guys, I'm just in first gear right now, just crawling along 2 miles an hour. Pat's chopping. I'm basically just trying to keep the front of his head right to my left. Just kind of see, because I can't see anything behind me. Okay, not gonna lie guys, this is much more fun than doing it with the tractor. And I feel like it's really gonna be fun when I actually can unload this pretty easily. Because unloading this with the truck's gonna be much, much easier. Alrighty, just got the blessing from Pat, so now we're ready to roll. I'm gonna head back and dump this for the first time. We'll let these guys go by, then I'll whip around. 78.30. Look at that chopper. Alright, let's go. It's a good thing about a truck, I can just whip around on a dime. Pretty neat. Doing it. This thing actually works pretty slick. And I got a little peeping hole right through there. So I just got stuck going up that hill. That was fun. So yeah, let's not do that again. Man, that would have been nice to have yesterday. A 78.30 with a blade. So he's gonna come and push all this back. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Racing up to him, he's almost full. Right there where that tractor is, I slid down that hill sideways, and I was only in second gear, so I punched her, tried to get up, but I couldn't get it, so I just backed down and stuck her in fourth gear and just slammed her up. I'm stuck right now. They're pulling me out. I got stuck. It's pretty springy and spongy on this field here, so I'm gonna sit this one out. At least this field, this 10 acres that are left, so I'm gonna sit out for like an hour or so. So that gives me time to edit videos. Sweet. Tell you what, I need to have a drone flying with me all the time. I used it to back me up right here with these two tractors running around, and I'm gonna fly over right here to see how much I got left inside me. Ha! That's awesome. So I did take some time because I got stuck. I decided, as I said before, I decided to sit out. So I actually got the drone up in the air. As you guys kind of just saw back there, this field was extremely green. There was a lot of green undergrowth and weeds, which made it really, really slick underneath. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Which made it really, really slick underneath. So I just kind of sat out. We were really close enough. It was only like a quarter to half mile haul. So 2 wagons were able to keep up, especially we were able to go 3.5, and the corn wasn't that tall, so it wasn't making as good a forage as it was back on our place, but it was kind of cool, really cool scenery, really hilly. Really kind of set. This is, I'd say, pretty typical for eastern Iowa, east central Iowa especially. Northeast Iowa, northwest Iowa, they're pretty dang hilly, kind of like this. You'll see more, but I mean, the drone is straight up and down. You can kind of see how the machines are kind of angled like this. The drone always flies kind of true perpendicular to the ground, so you can kind of see the slopes pretty easily with the drone. But anyway, it was really kind of cool to see these. We don't get a lot of John Deere tractors on this channel, so it was really nice of Sean and the crew to let me film while I was kind of waiting. But there's 7930. They had two 7930s, and I believe the other one was a 4955. Yes, 55. I said. It was really cool, kind of chopping with these guys. It was definitely cool scenery. And as you can kind of see here, I actually just got called into action. I was literally mid-flying my drone, and Pat kind of pointed over to me and just said, "Hey, let's go." So I was like, "Okay." I wasn't expecting you because you said for me to sit out, but I think he basically just we're going to be chopping down the hill, so there's no reason for me to get stuck at all. So because the other wagon's kind of down there, as you can kind of see, so it was safe for me to kind of chop down the hill. But kind of the big reason, as I said before, guys, I was sitting out because it's just that green undergrowth, like the sun wasn't able to penetrate through the corn, through those weeds, and able to dry the soil out. So having that truck was actually really, really challenging, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, I loved driving that truck in those hills. You can kind of see like that stuff that's on your right hand side of your screen. That's a pretty big slope. It was definitely a challenging field to chop, especially towards tonight, which you guys will kind of see. But I got stuck, I think, I don't know, probably 6-7 times or so is when I spun out, and the one time I actually had to get pulled out. The other ones I was trying to get up a hill, so I just carefully backed up and made sure not to slide and wreck anything. But it was honestly a lot of fun. I really miss that chopper truck, and really hope I get to drive it when we're doing yearlage. But I don't think I will, because Nathan's gonna pull the trump card on me on that one, which that's fine. I don't mind running wagons either. Honestly, guys, I just love running farm equipment. It's so fun. It's so fun to be able to run heavy machinery, do a job, kind of honestly do your part to feed the world. It's just, I may be getting a little nostalgic with that, but it's fun. So anyway, Pat is cruising along in the FR 9060. It's definitely chewing this corn up. He's able to run about 3.5 to 4.5 mile an hour, just depending. And then you can kind of see all we got to do is turn onto a gravel road if we're going to the dump pit. I was actually kind of impressed myself. I was able to do that while driving. But basically, yeah, and here it's only a quarter to half mile up the road. It's kind of definitely a big old circus doing this here. But I mean, it takes a lot of coordination to put up feed for the year. You can kind of see this is a much bigger pit than what we have. These guys go through a lot more feed, and it had to be a lot more quality. So it was just kind of cool to basically be a part of this. It's my first time ever working with Pat on a custom chopping crew. I wouldn't say a crew, but it was still my first time actually running with the custom outfit. How about that? That's better. So it was just really cool. Having that truck is very maneuverable, very, very nice. And like I said before, I really need to get a camera set up on this thing so we know what the thing is empty. But because I had the drone up in the air, I knew exactly when we were done, so I shut it off, and the gate closes, and I'm able to pull out. There's no extra time wasted. So, and while that's going, Pat is still chopping away. It's nice with this head. You can kind of see we're going against the rows. With that head, you can go any direction. It is very nice. And now I'm going to land the drone.
Half an hour. Let's go that way. And, yeah, we'll be doing that piece tomorrow.
That takes pretty long. All Alrighty guys, enjoy these drone clips. Alright, sorry about that. I've been riding with Pat for a little while. My truck got stuck and I couldn't go anywhere, so I was just gonna ride with Pat for a little while until we got the next field opened up. I was hoping this will be a little bit drier, but it's just so weedy that you can't really do much. So Pat's just making the outside round of this new patch and we're gonna keep rolling. Alrighty, I just hopped out. Gonna walk back all the way to my truck and come catch Pat because he's waiting. Well, he's gonna be. I'm just testing out the stabilization of the GoPro because Lord knows I don't need any cardio. Woo! Made it! Time to start chopping again. Listen to the puppy purr. Trying to get out of here without getting stuck. Have her pegged. It's a little sloppy and I'm full. Come on! Got her. Back for another load. Just had a hamburger. It's actually really good. I'll go get Pat his burger too. I wish I was sitting there. I'd get the drone up because it is golden hour and it is beautiful out. But I'm working. I'm sorry guys. Photography takes precedence over, or farming takes precedence over photography and YouTube. But I can do this pretty easy. I can do this doing both. And no, I'm not wearing my seatbelt because I'm on private property. Now here we go. Last time I have the drone up in the air, it's really probably the tail end of golden hour, so I just quite missed it, but it was pretty fun. But one thing I had to be very careful of, you can kind of see the tree lines pretty close to this field. I almost hit it a couple times, so I had to be very, very, very careful. The drone, it's really hard to see when you're a quarter mile away being next to some timber, but it's all for the YouTube guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys will enjoy this, but it was just kind of cool seeing this different color parade. I mean, you got the yellow New Holland, the John Deere green, and the red Meyer box. Pretty dang cool. I don't know why those guys ran their hazards the whole time. One of my biggest pet peeves is running hazards when you're not on the road. You just don't need to. It's just flip a switch and then you're good. That creek right there, or that kind of grass in between the two fields, that was a nasty ditch. I made sure not to go across that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed these drone footage. Again, we were putting up silage for a dairy and cow and beef operation. It was really cool. Like I said, this is some really cool scenery, and here's me gonna go land the drone. So again, if you guys do like these voiceovers, be sure to let me know down in the comments section. And because you guys made it this far, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, it would mean a lot. Alrighty, there he is. Just about full, so I gotta get going. Well, this is a first for me. I'm just following him right behind. Lock my axles. He's just spraying over top of me into the box. And it is just raining. It's a raining cone. Just busting through the middle before it gets dark. Still working. Dumping. Done dumping. Couldn't reach my levers. Should have taught you guys how to run this thing while I was in the daylight, because it is 7:30 right now and dark. Still running. For being a 10-year-old machine, this thing lights up the night very, very well. We haven't put any extra LEDs or anything on it either. For being a 10-year-old machine, this thing lights up the night very, very well. We haven't put any extra LEDs or anything on it either. Crank her and head this way. Keep chopping. still chopping. It's about 9 o'clock right now. I just took one of the most coolest pictures I've ever taken. I'm gonna pop it up right now. I think I'm gonna enter in a photo contest. If you guys wouldn't mind, click the first link in the description and go vote for it. Probably one of the coolest pictures I've ever taken at harvest. Just awesome. But we're still chopping away. Hopefully got about another half hour left. So I'll kind of explain what I'm doing real quick, just while I'm actually doing it. So there's a switch down here, a PTO switch. I basically put the clutch in, flip the switch, and let the clutch out. That activates the hydraulic pump. And all I gotta do is hit that switch right here that says rear unload. And then it starts unloading, and then it's gonna watch. As soon as I see it pile up, which you can kind of see it in the mirror. As soon as I see it pile up past the tail lights, I pull forward and keep going. Usually 3 piles is what empties me out. And the only thing that kind of stinks about this is as soon as you push in the clutch, it shuts the pump off. So if I have to move forward, that's why I'm kind of lucky that this pit's on a hillside where I can just let off the brakes. And there we go. I'm unloading in about 30 seconds. And there's Sean pushing his pile up with his new tractor, 7830. Kind of hard to see, but there are 6 rows left. So I think we're almost done. Sweet. Go home early. All finished up for the night, right in about 15 seconds. Chopped about 45 acres tonight. Sweet. All done. I'm gonna pack up and head home. So guys, I'm gonna call this a video right now while I'm thinking of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. All we're gonna do the rest of the night, Pat and I are gonna take this truck home. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta.